Hello po mga ka-viral and welcome back again to this YouTube channel. Latest update na naman tayo ngayon. Buwagin at i-abolish ay ilan lamang sa mga sigaw ngayon ng mga pro-impeachment na mga taong bayan sa Senado. Dahil di umano sa paglabag at hindi pagsunod sa constitutional mandate na shall proceed forthwith hinggil sa impeachment ni VP Sara Duterte. Pangalawa sa mga dahilan ng mga pro-impeachment ay ang pagdiskubre ng planong pag-dismiss ng Senado sa impeachment trial sa pamamagitan ng majority votes ng mga senador. Binatikos at umani ng pambabash si Senate President Escudero at 17 senador sa hakbang nilang pagpabalik sa lower house ng articles of impeachment. Hiningi ang pag-verify dito ng Kamara at kinwestiyon ang pagsunod ng Kongreso sa one impeachment for 1-year rule against an official at hiningi ang approval ng Kongreso kung itutuloy pa ba nila ang impeachment sa 20th Congress dahil sa bagong set na mga prosecutors na uupo sa impeachment. Nasinagot naman ng Kongreso na wala silang nilabag sa 1-year bar rule dahil ang pagpasa nila ng 4th impeachment complaint against the Vice President ay pasok sa 1 taon. Buwelta ng Kamara ay tila ang Senado ang nangdidelay sa impeachment trial. Anila, tila nagiging defense lawyer na ang Senado ni VP Sara Duterte dahil sa aksyon ng Senado. Kinwestiyon din ng mga law deans at legal luminaries ang maaaring maging hakbang ng Senado na i-dismiss ang impeachment trial ni VP Sara Duterte without trial. Klaro di umano ang utos ng konstitusyon that the Senate must try and decide all cases of impeachment. Samantala, Senator Mig Zubiri ay may matinding revelasyon hinggil sa kanyang nalalaman sa loob ng Senado.
It's very unbecoming of a senator judge in an impeachment trial to say that the impeachment complaint and the trial is a witch hunt. Hindi dapat nanggagaling yon sa isang senator judge who are expected to receive the evidence with impartiality and to treat the impeachment as a constitutional process. Sana hindi na maulit yon. We should limit what we say to the public, especially how we prejudge the impeachment as well as the coming evidence during the trial.
Against the Vice President.
Hindi maiwasan na ma-interpret ang sinasabi nila as telegraphing a dismissal early on before the trial will start.
Sir, do you think it's unfair? Kasi ngayon na hindi pa nalalatag yung ebidensya pero sasabihin witch hunt.
Remember that the impeachment is a political process. It is an act not only by the members of Congress but representatives of Filipinos who were delegated by the people to initiate impeachment proceedings. So galing ito sa tao na bumoto sa more than 215 members of Congress who represented Filipinos. Kaya hindi ito witch hunt. Pakinggan muna natin yung ebidensya bago tayo magsalita. Even as a prosecutor, I did not prejudge a conviction or an acquittal. All we're saying is that may ebidensya dito. At naniniwala ang more than 215 members of Congress. At dapat pakinggan nyo before calling it a witch hunt or saying na dapat i-dismiss ito. Because this is a constitutional process which must proceed to find justice not for the complainants but for the Filipinos. If it's an acquittal, we should accept it. If it's a conviction, they should accept it, but they should receive the evidence first. It affects the people's perception of how the case will go about and how the trial will proceed. It's telegraphing how they want the case to be decided early on, even before the evidence is presented. I'm so glad that we filed a very good, well-written and authoritative reply para makita kung gaano katatag yung kaso at sana mailatag natin sa publiko. Every Filipino should watch this impeachment, bantayan natin ito kasi para ito sa taong bayan.
Congressman, have you been part of the regular meetings of the prosecution panel?
Because I'm not yet officially a member of the panel, I have not been part of their regular meetings, but I am in communication with them as well as with the private prosecutors. Kaya mostly, nagchat-chat kami, minsan nag-usap-usap kami ng personal tungkol sa mga iba't ibang bagay na lumilitaw. You know, itong impeachment na ito, talagang kakaiba ito eh. Kasi parang everyday, nag-iiba na naman yung issue. Nung una, may dismiss, tapos may remand, tapos may anong gagawin ng House. Kaya bawat hakbang niyan, bawat galaw ay kailangan researchin yan, kailangan pag-isipan yan, ano ba yung what is happening. Kasi, I have to tell you this, para sa akin, malinaw na malinaw yung ating konstitusyon. Pagka sinampa na sa Senado yung verified complaint, may pirma ng at least 1/3 na members of the House, yan ay ituturing na articles of impeachment at walang ibang dapat gawin ang Senado kundi i-trial na. Sabi nga, forthwith, di ba? Ang hindi napapag-usapan masyado yung anong ibig sabihin ng trial. My understanding of the Constitution is that when the House of Representatives submits a verified complaint containing at least 1/3 of the members' signatures, then there are no more issues about the filing, yung mga tinatawag namin sa batas ng mga pre-trial issues. Kaya ang nakalagay sa Constitution, malinaw, i-trial na ninyo. Pag sinabi natin trial, ibig sabihin nun, yung pagpepresenta na ng ebidensya. Pauupuin ng mga testigo, mark ang mga exhibits at ipepresenta sa court. So, matagal ko na sinasabi to, bakit hanggang ngayon, ilan buwan na yan na nandun sa Senado yung articles of impeachment, bakit wala pa rin trial? At kung ano-ano pang mga iba't ibang mga ginagawa nila sa Senado na is bringing us in many ways, bringing us farther away from a trial rather than closer to having an actual trial.
But Congressman, what do you make of the floated scenario na the senators can just vote to dismiss the trial? What happens if what will happen kung ganun nga yung mangyari?
Well, first of all, the senators do not have unlimited power. Their powers, whether as legislators or as senator judges, are always limited by what's in the Constitution. And the Constitution doesn't say dismiss. The Constitution and even the Senate rules do not talk about that. Kaya ang isa kong reklamo ay para bagang as the case is going on, new rules are being made. When the rules are clear, there's no need to make new rules about remanding, about requiring a certification of this or that, when all of this is not in the Constitution and it's not even in the impeachment rules of the Senate.
How would you describe these new rules that nagpa-pop up po every time?
They are in violation of the Constitution.
Okay po. And will there be a Supreme Court challenge, at least from Akbayan, kung sakali mang dumating tayo sa scenario na hindi matuloy yung full trial because the senators just vote to dismiss the proceedings?
Kung kinakailangan talaga, I think if pushed to that situation where there's no other choice, then I believe that these issues must be questioned before the court.
Mhm. Noong binalik po ng Senado sa House of Representatives yung articles of impeachment, they outlined two conditions. Yung una, to certify that the impeachment is constitutional, na ginawa na po ng Kamara ng prosekusyon. Pero yung second condition ay hindi pa nagagawa kasi hindi pa po nagbubukas yung 20th Congress. Ito pong dapat daw mag-express ng willingness yung House of the 20th Congress that it would still pursue the impeachment trial. Should the House of Representatives comply, Congressman?
Well, there are many ways that the 20th Congress can express its willingness to proceed. For example, when sessions open, if the 20th Congress designates or appoints members of the 20th Congress to act as public prosecutors, that is clearly an indication that they want to proceed. Hindi sila mag-a-appoint ng public prosecutors na nanggagaling sa 20th Congress kung wala silang balak na ituloy ang kaso. So, while the Senate did direct the court, Senate as an impeachment court did direct the 20th Congress to express that, it didn't say how, and I believe that by the simple act of appointing public prosecutors from the 20th Congress, that is already compliance with the directive of the impeachment court.
But Congressman, can this condition raise further complications, or can this be used as ammunition by the camp of the Vice President to further question the legality, the constitutionality of the proceedings?
Yun yung isang pinangangambahan ko eh. Kasi kung for example, magkaroon ng certification or something similar, it might be, they may argue that, panibagong certification yan, panibagong Congress yan. Therefore, na-violate ninyo yung 1-year ban. Kaya para sa akin na dapat maging maingat ang House of Representatives sa paglabas ng resolution in compliance with that order because we don't want to complicate this any more than it's already been complicated and we don't want to give anyone an opportunity na ma-delay pa ulit ito kung questionin pa ulit ito sa Supreme Court.
So if you ask me, and let me repeat what I said, I'm not satisfied with the leadership of the Senate, with due respect to the Senate President. Maybe there could be improvements to be made to how we're handling the Senate. Right? It's not a matter of position. It's not a matter of committee. Naawa nga ako. RG.
Okay, RG.
kayo dun sa impeachment. I don't know if you've been asked before, ba't kayo bumoto dun sa 18 if you feel that...
Because remanding is just trying to get an answer from them on the issue on constitutionality. You have to remember that I came out on the floor and I said that as far as I'm concerned, hanggang 19 Congress lang ito. Hindi lalabas to ng 20th Congress. Kailangan gawin ulit. That was my position. Now,
Kailangan gawin ulit, kailangan mag-impeach sila ulit sa House.
yeah, because just like legislation, just like committee resolutions and committee reports, at the end of the Congress, tapos na yan. That's my personal position. That's not my legal position. That's my personal position. Whether that is right or not, it's like Tolentino, Senator Tolentino, the majority floor leader, that was his position. So,
Your personal position, kung magkakabotohan, yan ang boto mo.
no, but I'm also in favor of following the process.
Of the
Do you understand? I would not have dismissed it outright. Alam mo yung remanding na yan, sa totoo lang, ang balita sa akin, hindi naman remanding ang pinag-usapan dyan, dismissal yun eh. Kaya nag-away nga si Sen Joel at si Sen Robin. Dahil nabibini ko si Sen Robin, napakinggan ko. Hindi, wala sa usapan yan eh. Diba? So, wala sa usapan. So, ibig sabihin, siguro may pinag-usapan sila. Alam nyo naman, ako, tsaka si Senator Lawrence, tsaka si Senator Binay, kami po ay grupong slap soil. Ano yung slap soil? Diba? Hampas lupa. At pagkatapos nga naging na kami, dead hungry. Diba? Patay gutom. Kaya, out of the loop kami. So,
Dapat na-dismiss na doon.
Yun ang usapan.
well, I don't know. That was the chismis. Then, of course, and that's why there was a tension there because the group of Senator Bato really was pushing for dismissal. Now, if you ask me, as I mentioned earlier, as a member of then the Spice Boys in the 11th Congress, we were the ones who gathered the signatures of the impeachment of then President Estrada. We gave it then we were able to convince then Speaker of the House, Manuel Villar, to read it during the prayer. Kasi alam namin, magkakagulo because they still had the majority of members that were against the impeachment of the former president. So, nangyari dun, bakbakan, di ba, dinala sa Senado. What did the Senate do? The Senate could have dismissed it at that time and say that was not the proper procedure because there was no motion made on the floor. You read it as a prayer. But did the Senate dismiss it? No, they did not. They heard it. My point is, it's not about my personal opinion if she is guilty or not, the Vice President. Kasi ako, alam mo naman, taga Mindanao ako. Yung tatay ko, hindi pumirma sa impeachment as former congressman. And we became heroes for it in Bukidnon. Talagang sa Bukidnon, 99% ng tao dun pro-Sara. So ang punto ko it's not about my personal anymore. It's not about my personal opinion or my personal vote on the matter or my personal feeling, if she's guilty or not. It is the procedure that must be followed. There is precedence. We've had in this Constitution, if I'm not mistaken, since 1987, only two successful impeachments. The third kasi, nag-resign siya. Nag-resign si Merceditas Gutierrez. On these two, it was acted upon by the Senate. So, I'm sorry, no? Wala naman nakalagay sa Constitution, nakalagay doon forthwith, di ba? Hindi naman nakalagay doon forthwith unless dismissed by the Senate before actual trial. Wala doon sa Constitution. So I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, as you all know, but in my lengthy member as a legislator who has seen both of these impeachment exercises, I think we have to follow through. And then we do a vote. Huwag na kayo matakot. Eh, kung pro-Sara kayo, di bumoto kayo. Against the impeachment, it's a political exercise. But the process has to proceed forward. That's to move forward. So now, that's my position. Kaya, I want to put that on record. No? Whether I'm pro-Sara or not, I cannot, I have to listen to the evidence that will be presented by them. Of course, I have some biases. I think that it is a witch hunt because they want to remove her from public service para yung iba makaupo at yung iba ay mawawalan ng kandidato na kalaban pagdating sa halalan ng 2028. But I will set that aside. I'll set my bias aside because we have to follow the process. Yan ang proseso ng konstitusyon. It cannot be changed. If we violate that, then we violate our oath of office when we say that we will defend and protect the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. So, definitely, we have to do what is right here.
Sir, do
We may
you share
proceed with the
yung-
process, trial, yung trial, the formal process.
Yes, no, proceed that. Well, at least, let's invite the prosecutors. Tell them, ano ba yung ebidensya ng... Alam mo sa simbahan, I think Sunday kasi kahapon, sa simbahan na yun lang ako nakakita ng mga 4 na pamilyang lumapit sa akin. Ano bang tinatago ninyo?
Ba't
Ano
ayaw
bang
magkaroon?
ginagawa ninyo dyan sa Senado? Nasisira yung integridad, nasisira ang pangalan ng ating Senado dahil sa wala tayong ginagawa. With due respect, no, to my colleagues on both sides. Ang akin dyan, let's do what we are supposed to be doing under the Constitution. That's our constitutional mandate. And then we make a decision. Panindigan nyo yung decision nyo. Either to impeach or not to impeach, to acquit. So, yan na ang position ko dyan.
RG, meron ka pa ba? Okay na. Okay, before Dindo, Camille, Mean, and Daniel. Sir, going back dun sa Senate leadership, mag-e-effort ka pa ba para makakuha ng support for Tito Soto or tanggap nyo na po na kayong posibleng maging minority pag nag-open ang 20th Congress?
I have a lot of privileged information. Yung mga kumakausap na sa akin na ganito, hindi magandang pakinggan. Kaya hindi ko na lang babanggitin. What are the reasons why they don't want Tito Sen? Why they don't want Ping Lacson? Masyadong stricto, masyadong kaya mahirap ng magsalita kasi ayaw ko naman maipit yung mga nagkwento sa akin ito. It's more of accommodation. I think many of them were given the best committees that the Senate can be offered. Obviously, our selling point with our group is to be able to repair the image of the Senate. And therefore, we want to make it more transparent, especially dealing with the budget. We want to give the committees to those who are rightfully deserving because of their qualifications. Maybe it's not saleable. It's not saleable to the members of this new 20th Congress. Tanggap namin. Ako gusto ko, I started my career as a minority member. I will end my career as a member of the minority. Okay sa akin yun.
And then yung group nyo, tinatawag na conscience blacks.
Well, sabi ni Senator Ping, tinatawag yung conscience block. I call it veterans block. Kasi, to be honest, we don't have naman the monopoly of conscience. Di ba? I have members like Congressman Marcoleta or Senator Marcoleta, may conscience din naman yun. So ayoko naman, di ba? Ayoko naman sabihin na kami meron sila, wala. Parang Spice Boys yan di ba? Yung kalaban namin nun, Bright Boys. Sabi namin, di naman kami nagpapanggap na bright. Spicy lang. Manghang lang. So ako, I'd rather be known as a veterans block. And because we've seen it all, and we've seen how the Senate at once upon a time was its, of course, peak performance in terms of trust rating with all our kababayans. Sana we can bring it back to that level.
Okay, Dindo. Dindo muna.
Alam mo, naawa nga ako kay Senator Risa. Naawa talaga ako sa kanya. Alam mo, kampanya siya para sa kanya mga kandidato.
Tapos
sabi niya, gagawa siya ng sarili niyang bloke, na independent block. And, ngayon mag-isa na lang siya.
Oh, nasa
Kaya, I heard na mag-isa na lang siya. I cannot confirm nor deny this. But,
willing yung i-adapt, sir.
of course, she's most welcome to join us. Although, we have a divergent, I'd say, position on some issues. Kasi of course, she's more on the left side. We're more on the conservative side. Many of you know I'm a conservative politician. So, but you know, when it comes to transparency, sama-sama kami. Di ba? When it comes to abuse of authority, dapat sama-sama kami na tumayo. We welcome her to join us. We'll adopt her even if she doesn't want to be adopted.
So 5 ang minority.
Well, no, I don't want to answer for her. Ang sa 4 lang kami, handa na po kami sa pagiging minority.
Okay, Dindo.
Sir, nabanggit niyo yung leadership style. Si kay SP Chisba, hindi ka satisfied, especially sa pag-handle ng impeachment case? Hindi ka ba siya believe sa style ng leadership
Hindi
niya?
lang yan marami pang issues Ako, katulad niyan, yung sa budget, para kay pa ako nag-vice chair. Di ba? Tinanong nila ako kung gusto ako mag-vice chair nung sa budget noong 2025. So, I said, okay, I'll volunteer kasi para naman, wala naman akong committee. Di ba? May committee ako, Economic Affairs. Wala naman akong ginagawa. Alam niyo naman, gusto ko magtrabaho. So, hinandle ko yung sa DOST, Department of Science and Technology. Tuntua ako, nabigyan ko sila ng 1 billion additional budget, 1.4 billion, 1.3 billion. Pati PSI, Philippine Science High School, campus na bago, ganda, nalagay na namin sa budget. Pagdating sa BICAM, tinanggal lahat. Nabawasan pa. Yang iya ako, kaya di ba nakita mo yung speech ko sa floor, dun sa picture taking sa BICAM, di ko nga piniman natin. I walked out of the BICAM. I was also upset on the handling of the budget. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Across the board, all the amendments given to all the departments, tinanggal, nilampsam, kung anong ginamit dun sa pera na yan, hindi ko na alam. Diba? So, now, we get a budget that education is only number 2 in priority, which is it's a constitutional violation, by the way, which is still being heard in the halls of the Supreme Court. So, if you ask me, that budget was the worst budget I've ever seen in my 25 years of public service. I mean, we all, as leaders, I had 2 budgets during my time. Sinagot naman ni Sani yung mga kung saan pumunta yung pera, nadagdagan yung edukasyon, nadagdagan yung military. Diba? Klarong-klaro. Ito, puro DPWH lang nadagdagan Diba? So, diba? Nabusog yung DP.
Dondi, meron ka pa?
So, yun lang. Kaya, that was just one of them. So, the handling of the impeachment is one. Of course, the budget's another. And the lack of transparency. For example, the Senate building. What is going to happen with the Senate building? Findings came out na wala naman. On track naman daw. We're spending a lot. 4 kasi na tower yan Diba? So,
yung sinasabi ni Robert na pinakabagong, kumbaga ay naratibo, ay pwedeng pagbutuhan. Tama ba, partner? Paano yun?
Para
i-dismiss.
May magmumosyon na senator judge.
Oo.
Take note judge ka pero ikaw ang magmumosyon.
Kaya
Para
nga.
i-dismiss yung impeachment case ng defense ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
Pwede ba yun, Father? Ubra ba yun at nasusulat ba yan sa ating konstitusyon?
Alam nyo, hindi ko alam kung bakit anong ginagawa ng ating Senado kasi maliwanag ang ating sarigang batas. Pag may articles of impeachment na, ang dapat susunod ay trial. Ang trial, ibig sabihin, reception of evidence, pakinggan ang ebidensya ng prosecution, pakinggan ang ebidensya ng defense at magpapasya. Hindi ibig sabihin i-dismiss ka agad na walang hearing. Alam nyo, ang effect ng dismissal ay ma-acquit ang Vice President. Hindi ko sinasabi na dapat siya ay ma-convict. Ang sabi ko lang, maliwanag na ang utos ng saligang batas ay trial. So pakinggan ang ebidensya ng dalawang panig at magpasya.
Opo.
So, yung plano na yan, yung scheme na yan, na magmosyon ang isang senator judge at i-dismiss yung kaso ay irregular, unconstitutional, and immoral. Wala kang makikitang hukuman sa buong mundo na ang judge mismo ay ang hihingi na ma-dismiss ang isang kaso.
Opo. So kung ganyan po, kung sisigi sila na magbotohan for dismissal, paano ang accountability nila? Yaman din lamang sabi mo, Father, irregular, ano pa nga ba yun? Unconstitutional.
At immoral.
At immoral. Paano natin sila masisingil kung ganun? Dahil lumabag sila sa konstitusyon.
Well, unang-una, the aggrieved citizens can bring an action before the Supreme Court at nang mapawalang bisa ang desisyon ng Senado na dismiss yung kaso. Kasi ang poder ng Supreme Court na mag-review ng mga ginagawa ng mga sangay at opisina ng pamahalaan ay malawak. We call this the broadened review powers of the Supreme Court to determine whether there was any grave abuse of discretion. So, hindi final ang desisyon ng Senado kung magdesisyon man sila na i-dismiss yung kaso. Kasi may hukuman tayo, salamat sa Diyos, na nagdedesisyon ayon sa batas at ayon sa saligang batas. Pero yung mga senador mismo na sila ang bumotos na i-dismiss yung kaso, pwede silang kasuhan sa ilalim ng revised penal code.
Okay.
Pwede silang kasuhan ng dereliction of duty. Pwede rin silang kasuhan ng sa ilalim ng anti-graft and corrupt practices